When you think of a Corvette, you probably picture a loud, brash, front-engined American muscle car, but the Z06 flips that on its head. Mid-engine, exotic flat-plane crank V8, and a price tag that puts it directly up against Ferrari and Lamborghini. This isn't just another Corvette, it's Chevrolet's shot at building a proper supercar. The question is, does it deliver? The Z06 takes the standard Stingray shape and cranks it up. The stance is wider, the bodywork more muscular, and the aero is turned up with bigger intakes, flared arches, and on this tester, the full Z07 Performance Package. That means a serious carbon wing outback, carbon ceramic brakes, and cup-spec suspension that instantly tell you this isn't just another sports car, it's built to perform at the sharp end. On Australian roads, where Corvettes are still a rare sight, the Z06 feels like an event wherever you take it. The styling makes people stop and stare, kids whip out their phones to record it, and tradies lean out of utes to yell their approval. It's the kind of car that draws attention the way a Lamborghini or Ferrari does, but with its own unmistakably American edge. The star of the show is, of course, the engine. A 5.5-litre naturally aspirated flat-plane crank V8, making 475 kilowatts and 595 newton meters in Aussie spec. It revs to 8,600 RPM and sounds unlike any Corvette before it. Instead of a deep American rumble, you get a razor-sharp wail that feels closer to a Ferrari 458 or 488. Only disappointment here is that Australian cars don't get the American central exhaust. Instead, we get a tamer Euro setup with petrol particulate filters, which steals some noise and about 25 kilowatts of power. It's still intoxicating, but it doesn't quite scream the way US cars do. Of course, plenty of owners are already retrofitting the American system, which tells you everything you need to know. On paper, the Z06 does 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds. In the real world, rear-wheel drive traction means launches are a bit trickier, especially on cold Aussie tarmac. But the sheer way it piles on speed makes the numbers feel irrelevant. Once you're rolling, the engine just keeps pulling harder and harder all the way to redline. The 8-speed dual-clutch transmission deserves credit too. It's lightning fast under full throttle, but still manages to be civilized in traffic. And the way the Z06 handles corners. It's sharp, predictable, and backed by enough grip to make your stomach drop. Compared to the E-Ray, the Z06 feels raw and more old school. With no all-wheel drive system to pull you out of corners, it rewards precision and punishes sloppy inputs. On a smooth mountain road, it's sensational, but you're always aware of just how much power is being sent to the rear wheels. Step inside and you'll find the same cockpit-style cabin as every other C8 Corvette. You sit low, wrapped by a high center console and that controversial wall of buttons. It's driver-focused, dramatic, and feels special, even if some plastics don't quite match the $400,000 price tag in Australia. Tech-wise, you get a digital cluster, head-up display, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a decent Bose sound system. Practicality is better than you'd think too, with front and rear boots big enough for a weekend away. It's not perfect, taller drivers will find headroom tight, and storage inside the cabin is minimal. But it does the job. Here's where it gets tricky. In the US, the Z06 starts at just over $112,000. In Australia, you're looking at $336,000 before on-roads, and this Z07 equipped car with options rang the till at almost $398,000 drive away. That's not pocket change, but put it next to a Ferrari 296 GTB at over $600,000, or a Lamborghini Huracan at $450,000, and the Z06 suddenly looks like a bargain. So, does the Corvette Z06 live up to the hype? For me, absolutely. The engine alone is worth the price of admission, screaming to nearly 9,000 RPM in a way no other American car ever has. It looks exotic, drives with real precision, and still undercuts the European rivals it was built to beat. It's not perfect. The Aussie exhaust takes away some drama. The interior plastics could be better, and the price jump here is hard to ignore. But if you want a car that turns heads, thrills every time you get behind the wheel, the Z06 is it.